took some of the fruit off of the tree and she ate. And then she gave it to Adam. And what did he do? Yes, Adam ate it too. And God had to do a very sad thing. God took a lamb and he killed it. And he took the fur from the lamb and he made Adam and Eve some clothes. Because Adam and Eve sinned, God had to kill a lamb. And so, when people sinned, they always had to kill an animal to show that they had done something bad. Jesus is the Lamb of God. What is this one? Adam and Eve sinned. And what's this one? Jesus is the Lamb of God.
Goliath was a huge, tall man, and he had a spear and a sword and a shield, and he was bigger than everyone else. And David said, I will fight him. 4, 5, and around. Can you all help me swing it? And around. And the rock went out of the sling, bam! Bam! And splat Goliath and knocked him down. Later, when David grew up, he became the king of Israel. Jesus came from David's family. A sling and 5 stones. This is Jesus came from David's family. Jesus and his disciples were at a dinner and they were eating food. And this woman named Mary came. Smell.
I get now.
Does it smell nice? Okay.
Yeah.
This perfume was special because this was the kind of perfume that the Israelites would put on people who had died. She broke the jar of perfume and she put it on Jesus' feet.
What?
Why? And she
I'm gonna die.
washed the perfume off with her hair. It's a bottle of perfume.
A little bit of perfume.
There's a little bit in there. The perfume prophesies Jesus' death. Jesus got on top of the donkey and they walked into the city of Jerusalem. They took off all their coats and they placed them on the ground. All walked on the coats and the leaves. So the donkey would not have to walk on the dirty ground. Jesus is King! Jesus is King! But he took a piece of bread and he broke it. And he said, take this and eat it. This is my body. They all ate the bread and drank the wine. So this is egg number 6. What do you think is going to be inside?
I don't know. Cheese.
What? This is
Cracker.
crackers. Crackers are, it's kind of like bread, and
Cup.
it's a cup that had the wine in it. So remember, the disciples ate the bread and drank the wine. And this stands for Jesus died for me. Jesus died for
The people in the temple were trying to figure out how to kill Jesus. And Judas came to these people in the temple and he said, I will tell you where Jesus is.
That's not good.
That is not good. I agree. You have to give me some money. We will give you 30 pieces of silver. Number 7 means Judas betrayed Jesus. Jesus and his disciples came to the Garden of Gethsemane so that Jesus could pray. And he asked all of his disciples to pray too. He said, please pray for me. I'm going to be doing something really, really hard. So please help me do this very, very hard thing. I know you can help me, God. And then he went back to the garden. And what were they doing? They were sleeping. Not my will, but yours be done. So 8 means Jesus prayed.
Judas came and he gave Jesus a kiss. And the soldiers knew that this was the man they needed to capture. So they came and they said, "Who is Jesus of Nazareth?" And Jesus said, "I am." And so they captured Jesus and they took him from the disciples. So the soldiers brought Jesus to Pilate. And Pilate asked, "What did he do?" "This is Jesus, and he says he is the King of the Jews." The soldiers hit Jesus with a whip. Jesus was whipped. And they pushed it down so the thorns would cut Jesus' face. But the crown of thorns means that Jesus is King. He carried it with his crown of thorns on his head up to the skull. And there they put him on the cross. And for Jesus died on the cross. See, this is a nail into his hands. And then they took another nail and they put his feet over like this. Took another nail and a hammer and BAM! Jesus said, "Father, forgive them." He's talking to the people that were killing Jesus. They don't know what they are doing. Jesus died on the cross. He was nailed to the cross and he died there. So this stands for Jesus was nailed to the cross.
And next to Jesus, on one side and on the other side, were 2 more people. So this person and this person, they did something bad. So they deserve to be punished. But Jesus did not do anything bad. But yet they crucified him too. I'm thirsty. So the guards heard that, got a sponge, and they put it on a stick. And they put it into some vinegar. Smell that? All right. Yeah. So instead of giving Jesus water to drink, they put vinegar on a sponge and they said, "Here you go, Jesus." They gave Jesus vinegar to drink. And this is what a spear looks like. See this? It has a sharp point and it has a long stick. So they took a spear and they jabbed it into Jesus' side. A spear was stuck in his side.
The soldiers took Jesus' clothes, so they decided to gamble for Jesus' clothing. Oh, I got a 4! Oh, I got a 2! That means he gets to keep it. The soldiers gambled for Jesus' clothes. After Jesus died on the cross, the people took Jesus off of the cross. See, they're taking him down. And they wrapped Jesus in a white cloth. Jesus was wrapped in a white cloth. The Pharisees had told the soldiers, place Jesus in this tomb here. So please put this large, heavy stone in front of the tomb so no one can get to Jesus. You need to push harder, guys. Come on. And push! Push the stone in front of the tomb. And no one could get in no matter how hard they tried. The stone was placed in front of the tomb. So they came over to the tomb, and what was different?
Jesus. Oh, Jesus.
There was no Jesus, and they looked over and they said, oh, the rock! The rock was moved! Who moved the rock? All of a sudden there was a BAM! And he said, oh, do not be afraid. I know that you are looking for Jesus. But he is not here. He has risen just as he's in the tomb. The tomb was empty, just like this egg. Right? The tomb was empty.
What is this called? That's right. This is called a globe. A map is flat, whereas a globe is round. So we have a map of the world. Jesus loves the world. Jesus loves the world. Jesus loves the world.
God gave us the Bible to read about Jesus. Here is John 3:16 in the English Bible. Did you know that the Bible is in Japanese too?
I like to see it.
You would like to see it? I'll show you. John 3:16 in the Japanese Bible is right here. So God gave us the Bible. The Bible is God's Word. For God did not send His Son into the world to condemn the world, but to save the world through